Hello and welcome. I'm back. I am back and should hopefully be for a bit here until finals. This week's been bad. So I'm finally back. Time to show you guys everything we have to offer and hopefully stream more. So sorry for not streaming. It's just been a really hectic week. But yeah, we're back. So let me send out the noties as per usual, and we'll get started. I know it's kind of early today, but there are some early games. Some we're not going to be able to go through. I just got back from class, so like these early games we're not going to be able to go through. I probably could actually very quick, but yeah, let me get these noties out and we'll get started. Appreciate you guys for joining. If you're new here, make sure you're following us on Twitter, joined in the Discord. I don't think that offer of MLB 40 is still available, but you can try it to get 40% off. I would imagine it's over by now. But yeah, let me send out these noties and we'll get started. See, I haven't done this in a while. I'm rusty. I don't know what I'm doing. Hope you are all doing well. Let's see here. Narth's posting Gary Sanchez and Nick Kurtz. Jose posted a lot of homers already. Grisham, Vladdy, Diaz on a lay. Abrams and Caglione on a lay. Devers, Murakami on a lay. Naylor and Mickey Moniak on a lay. So we'll look at all of them. Let's see, chat. Let me pull up chat here too. Already 100 of you guys in here. What's up, What's up, y'all? Come on now. SNG, Matt, Tara, Peter, Tizzo, Crude, Stackin, Q saying, love CJ today. Nah, Crude, those are, bro. This is like the worst time for MLB to start for me because this is right when college like ramps up before finals. So I'm sorry. It's been a while. I told you guys I'd be live every day, but I just have to study or I'm gonna fail. So. Trust me, I'd rather do this than that, but, if I fail now, I'll have to retake it later anyway, so, which is possible. Wood Homer, CJ, Murakami, Moniak, M's. Baseball isn't treating you well lately? It's been treating me well pretty lately. Been treating me well lately. Pretty well lately is what I meant to say. I had Ben Rice yesterday. I don't think he had a homer. But I'm trying a new strategy this year, and it's worked really well. If you're following on the Discord, I posted like one play so far for homers, and a round robin 2x3, and 2 of them hit, and Matt Olson was close. So if you just took that round robin, I highly recommend when you play homers. I'm not going to say like a limit, but I limit mine to like max 10 a day. Sometimes there's a really good slate, a lot of bad pitchers on the bump. Take your top 3, maybe 4, but I would recommend taking your top 3, RRing them, and then playing a normal lay just on your top 3. And then playing all of the others as straights, either to win a unit or half a unit, depending on how much you want. Yeah, Olsen did homer yesterday. Ben was actually 0 for 4 with 4 grounders. That was crazy. Okay, let me catch up. Bro, level. College has been actually insane. Like, if I were to tell you my week, it would take 25 minutes. Like, it's been unreal. And the week's, like, halfway over. Like, this should be more chill now. I should be able to stream, like, for the foreseeable future. Next week, I think I have 2 presentations, and then the week after that is finals. And then I'll be home and streaming every single day. So, right when... It's like, it kind of works getting it out of the way now, and then streaming, like, over the summer. Because that's when baseball really ramps up. Let's go through this game really, really quick. I know this game's starting in like 2 seconds, but let's just go through it. Lately, here's what I've been doing. I'll kind of walk you through my process. Brewers and Blue Jays pitchers combined for 19 ERA. Holy. Camera froze? Bruh. What is happening with my PC? Holy cell. Got me like picking my eyelashes too. Had something on my eyelash, I guess, bro. Oh my god, man. My keyboard just disconnects. Like, what is happening, man? Can we lock in? Nope. It's still frozen. Let me try and restart it. There we go. We back. Back. I guess that's what happens when I don't stream for forever. Okay. Should be good now. Let me pull up chat. Thanks for letting me know, Tizzo. What's up, Vikron? Vircon? Still can't get into Discord fully. Tara, I activated your account. Like, you're in, bro. You're in. I remember doing that last stream. But I have a video on YouTube. Let me send it in chat quick. If you guys want to join our Discord, it's completely free. We post all of our plays. Me, Jose, Narth. We post all of our plays for free in there. Let me put that in chat. And then if you want to join our Discord, just watch this. Game is about to start. Yeah, I know the game's about to start. I already said we're not going to get through this game, probably. Pirates Park, I mean, PNC Park, we'll see. I think O'Neal Cruz. So what I've been doing recently is just going purely off of barrel and remembering this number rather than just individual pitches. So you can see O'Neal Cruz is pretty much the only guy who absolutely rakes against lefties. Like Lau, sure, he has a homer, but a 95 batting average. O'Neal Cruz has a 400 batting average against lefties. You could also look at batter versus pitcher. I do like doing this as well, especially if there's like extensive history, like a few guys with, like Pete Alonso. The day I took him, I forget, it was probably like a week ago, but he had like he was like 5 of 11 with 4 homers on the pitcher, and I took him and he hit a homer that day. So batter versus pitcher can be really, really helpful. You also want to filter by left-handed pitchers, so O'Neal Cruz obviously is a lefty versus left-handed pitchers. What? Hold on. This is wrong. Or this is recent. That's right. So, yeah, really good barrel. 21.4% barrel. You're just going to see that if you filter in all the pitches, obviously. But he throws, let's see, he throws a sweeper-cutter mix, which I really don't typically like. O'Neal Cruz actually does see like all pitches pretty well this year. You can see his batting average is absolutely insane. He saw 2 cutters, one of them hit out of the park for a homer. And Foster Griffin gives up a lot on his cutter. 750 ISO, obviously not a big sample size, only 26 pitches. But that's all you really have to go off of. I honestly probably wouldn't take anything from this game. He has a pretty high whiff rate on those pitches as well. You don't really like, I like when a pitcher throws four-seam change. You know, you get that combined for like 70% of the time. Let me send Discord link, hold on. It should be in the description as well, or if you type !Discord, it should pop up in chat. Try that. If not, I just sent a link of like the Discord as well. So yeah, O'Neal Cruz could be a good guy to pick. You could also look at pitcher weak spots. Now I'm not sure Foster Griffin's going to have many because yeah, there's just no data for him from last season. Let's see, C.J. Abrams. Oh yeah, here we go. James Wood, C.J. Abrams. Those are probably guys you're going to want to bet on today. You can also see, though, Ashcraft has had a really low, last year, had a really low HR per 9, so just didn't give up a lot of fly balls, a lot of hard hits, a lot of barreled balls. But you can see he does to lefties. He throws four-seam curve about 60% of the time. So if you see a batter who hits that really well, that could certainly be something you want to bet on. And you can see he's throwing this as well. James Wood, really good on the heater. You'd be banking that he doesn't get the curve. You can see his stats last year with a bigger sample size were pretty bad. So I would recommend probably fade this game. But yeah, I mean, James Wood, geez, on the four-seam is absolutely nasty. Like, if he gets a four-seam, it's gone. So Statcast, you can see only a 20% fly ball, 53% line drive, though, 73 hard hit, 53 oppo. So since he's, a lefty? Yeah, so he's a lefty. He's going to hit it to the far side of the park. So probably not amazing. To be honest, I'd probably fade. Let's see, this year. Man, Wood's been really good this year. Wood and Abrams. Abrams has 6 homers. Wow. What are his odds? Plus 600. Wood is plus 500. Abrams has been nasty this season, especially against righties. I think I would prefer... I'd honestly prefer Abrams, probably, because just a little bit better on that curve as well. James Wood, let's see what he did last season. Yeah, 205 batting average, really low ISO, though, .091, so that basically means anytime he gets a hit, it's going to be like a single. Just not a lot of power. So, I don't know. I would probably take Abrams. That would be my read for this game. But against Ashcraft, who gave up .45 or .31, or just .39 HR per 9 in general, I could definitely just be a fade candidate as well. Foster Griffin, again, the guy gives up a lot on that cutter, especially the lefties forcing him to righties. But he has a really split mix, so that's just not a pitcher I probably want to bet on. Or bet against, rather. San Francisco, Landon Roop. I know he doesn't give up too much. To righties a little bit more than lefties, but nothing crazy. Chase Burns gives up a lot to lefties. Holy. 1.71 last season. So if there's any lefties who have a high barrel, like Devers maybe, but he's been kind of starting in a slump. Luis Arias would be nasty work. Brennan, Drew Gilbert. You could also start on, like, if you don't want to start here, you just want to kind of get into the meat and potatoes of it, you can start at the, like, team versus pitch mix, or team versus pitcher if there is any history. So, like, let's see, do the Giants? No, Giants don't have history. Let's see if there's a team that has history. Angels, not much. Here we go, the Astros. A lot of history on the opposing pitcher. No homers, but just really good to look at. You could also see... Let's look at ballpark weather quick, just see if there's anything skeptical. We do have a meteorologist, Kevin Roth, who tells us there's a decent amount of rain pre-game, a few showers in-game, rainstorms late game. Hope they get lucky with the clearest part of the day being roughly to before. Okay, so he's probably saying fade Royals Tigers, so probably just stick to what he says. Sox Rays is yellow. A lot of yellow games today, so a lot of bad weather around the league. A few showers around early, but they should be clearing around first pitch. I think the worst case here would be a brief late start and a clean game to follow, so no real issues here. Okay, that's good because this wind is blowing heavy out. More so in favors of lefties who can pull, but also just pretty much to dead center. So wind blowing out, always good. Wind blowing in right in the A's game. We're blowing in. Fairly uncommon wind direction and strength of this ballpark. Might overcast to which pulls stats from similar weather games. Only has one other game that has seen similar conditions, so we don't really know how this weather impacts things. But my gut would be it's a slight downgrade to bats. Okay. So I guess he's saying nothing crazy, slight downgrade. Blowing out here, but it is in a dome, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. It's pretty good, just idea there. You could also look at like pitcher summaries if you want to see who's given up like the highest ERA, things like that as well can be helpful. versus lefties and righties like HR per 9. So you can see Brandon Sproat, someone said in chat earlier, gives up a lot. Let's see, yeah. Blue Jays and Brewers giving up a lot of homers. 6 collectively between them. Highest fly ball percentage, and look at the best after that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mainly do homers, especially since it's like, well, I do homers, total bases. If I see anything I like during homer research, then I'll take it. But usually just homers. A lot of people just like researching homers, and it's hard to blame them. I'm trying to remember where the barrel is. Barrel. Full batter versus pitcher. Oh yeah, exit velo. Here we go. So you can just see who's like done well recently. Let's see, it's the 16th. So let's go there. Let's just look at the last week, like who's getting a ton of really good hits here. Let's just go maybe 2 weeks. Who's getting a really high exit velo. Let's go like there. Search that. Okay, so you can see here, let's see, EV, Mickey Moniak. I mean, wow. Dude, do I only have the Rockies on? Oh, I only have Mickey Moniak. Okay, hold on. That'll do her. Okay. You could also filter by just barrels, so if you just want to see who's been barreling them lately, you just filter there, and then you could see all of these are barreled balls. James Wood, Aaron Judge, and green is homers. Anything red is not a homer, but is a barrel ball, which means it had the right angle, EV, trajectory, basically, to be a homer. James Wood, Aaron Judge, Vladdy, James Wood again, O'Neal Cruz. So James Wood, you can see he's getting a lot of barrel balls, a lot of high EV, topping the charts on EV, actually. You could also filter by only, let's do this. Let's only filter by fly ball. So all of these were homers. So you can see Judge, Hoppy, Jensen, Berger. Could also look, what would be like a helpful thing to look at? I think just barrel is really the main thing that matters. Because you could see like these 373, 390, 375 for Gavin Sheets. So all of these should be really important to look at. But the highest EV when it's a fly ball are, of course, going to be homers. 456 off Kikuchi, which is crazy. Logan O'Hoppe, 427. Carter Jensen, 425. You can just see all of these being homers. Shea Langoliers yesterday hit that absolute nuke. 419 double. That's just crazy. What's up, Life? Yeah, so always good to look at this. Really good to just look at the barrel percents. Let's get back here and see. Yeah, Chase Burns again, lefties. Landon Roop. Let's see. See, like, sinker change curve. I just don't love that mix. But we could look at barrels, who's, like, just seeing it well recently. Oh, yeah, Sal Stewart. I mean, dude's a dog. He hit 2 yesterday. You can just see he's easily the best hitter on that team. Plus 406. The lowest on his team. Wow, plus 406. Pretty good odds. They are at the Red Stadium. I think they're like a fine stadium for homers. Doesn't really throw a fastball. Mainly just throws these pitches. Let's take a look here. 14% of the time he's hit a homer just on these pitches against righties. So pretty good there. You could also look at his metrics, like for the barrel percent. You can see sinker. He's been absolutely crushing lately. 26.7 barrel. We, remember, typically look at 20 and up is a good barrel. So keep that number in mind when you're researching. Yeah, and Landon Roop, man, he's just a really good pitcher, though. He's a good pitcher. Man, to righties, though, he does give up a really high batting average on that sinker. And you can see Sal Stewart crushes it. So, yeah, he'd probably be my pick for this game. Yeah, absolutely. It's probably the most helpful tool. Not even probably, it just is. Yeah, Sal Stewart, 20 for 62, 323 batting average with a 403 ISO, 7 home runs, really low K rate as well. K and walk rate's pretty high, but low K rate. You usually want this number to be under 40. It's like 42, so it's not terrible. The lower the better, obviously. So that's a little concerning that he's walking 21% of the time. They're just scared of him. He's actually better versus lefties, it seems. 14 for 47, though, with 5 homers, so it's not like he's bad versus righties. Easily the best hitter on his team. This could be a guy you just take total bases as well. I mean, 40% on the year for probably plus money at plus 125. In a good spot to get it done. Yeah, I'd probably take his homer. Plus 4 or 6, really good odds. I know this game is starting soon at least. You could also look at weak spots, see if there's any weak spots that Landon Roop has to offer. Third, so it is going to be Elly De La Cruz and Brian Hayes. Always interesting when a pitcher just seems to give up so much to a really low spot in the order. So over 9 innings, he averages a 225 batting average. So it's really important to look at the hitting side of things, but make sure you're also looking at the pitching side of things. Like, weak spots, I think, personally, are just mental. Like, you could see to the third spot, like, that just makes sense. A lot of the power hitters are third or fourth. He's actually really good against the fourth hitter, .079. Sal Stewart also only batting 1 of 11 from the fourth spot, but that's a really low sample size, and the one was a homer, so not too worried about that. But batting 8th, you got to think it's just like some mentality, like what he's getting tired by time. I don't know, because everything around it, like batting 7th, .051, .108, batting 9th, but to the 8th spot, he just seems to struggle. Same thing with Chase Burns. Lower sample size, 3 and 5 innings, but to the 6th and 8th hitters, seems to struggle. So always something to look at. Make sure you do take advantage of this cheat sheet here. We could also look batter versus pitcher. Yeah, so Spencer Steer, 2 of 2. Sal Stewart hasn't seen him. Elly, 0 of 3. Friedel. You could also look at what happens. So, like, let's go look at the Reds, for example. And then you could look Elly De La Cruz. You could see 50% fly ball, 50% line drive. And since he's 0 of 3, you could see he struck out once as well, 33% K rate. And you could see this one was a ground out, this one was a line out. So 100% pull rate. It's pretty good though. So always just something to look at. Like, especially if a guy has a really good history. Let's look at full batter versus pitcher. See, he has the most homers. Sometimes this is an important stat. Doesn't seem like that is the case today. Sometimes you'll see guys at the top like 4 of 11 with 4 homers against a guy, right? So just really important to look just to see. Troy Johnson, Laureano, Kurtz, Donovan, Pasquantino, Josh Jung, Cal, Shea, Soderstrom, all the way down here to Goldschmidt, all of homers. Gary Sanchez, I saw someone take him today. Narth, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, North took Sanchez and Kurtz, so he likes that head-to-head matchup. KC versus Detroit. This one, Kevin says we should probably fade. It's always just good to look, though. Torque, really high barrel. Wow, really high barrel recently. Remember, this measures the last 15 at-bats, so over probably around the last 3 to 4 games, which is pretty much the perfect metric you want to use when researching homers. You want recency, and then you could obviously dive in more clips by certain pitches from here. But this is a pitcher that you'd want to take homers against because, again, throws that four seam, throws that changeup about 70% of the time. So doesn't really have a mix. Sure, he could be really good on those pitches, but to righties, obviously not going to want to throw that sweeper in versus righties. So as a lefty, I mean, that's just a terrible idea, hanging sweeper. But you can see to righties, he opts for the four-seam change almost 68.8% of the time. So you really like those chances. Let's see, is there anything, what was it, to righties? So you can see he is, pretty okay versus lefties. Versus righties, actually, Gleyber Torres, 50% K rate against him. Verling as well. Javier Baez. Who was it who looked good? Torque had a good barrel. Don't want to look at the sweeper. Four-seam change, pretty low barrel on those pitches. But again, recency is pretty important as well. So always look at this number. 25% barrel recently is just really, really good. It's crazy. Baez at the highest barrel, or last 15. Let's see, highest season barrel last year was Matt Burling. Wow. Weather's bad here today, yeah. It is by me, too. I believe it's raining, right? Nah, no, it's not. Nope. Carter seems to struggle versus lefties. You can see Caglione and Jensen, I believe. I read off one of them today. I forget Jose or Narth took them. But you can see here, four-seam change. You do want to make sure. So I'm looking at last year's stats here. If it's red, yes, it's bad for batters, Tara. So you want green. Anything, we made it as easy as possible. Green is good, red is bad. When you're researching homers, green is always good. So green, he gives up a lot on the four-seam. Green, a lot on the knuckle curve. Just don't overthink it. It's meant to be easy. But make sure, an important thing here, I'm looking at 2025, and you can see four-seam, changeup, knuckle curve. So you want to make sure this pitch mix that he threw last year matches what he's doing this year. And you can see it does, almost exactly. Only off by a fraction of a percent on each pitch. So really important, though, to make sure that these pitches match this. Now, it won't matter as we get deeper into the season, but as you want to kind of make sure they're throwing the same pitches to get a good read on it, really important to look at that. So you'll see Montero, fastball, changeup, mixes in that knuckle curve. Now, I wouldn't worry about that too much. If he's going to throw a knuckle curve, I mean, actually 0% whiff rate this year, 33% K rate, though. So, yeah, Caglione's only seen 3 knuckle curves this season. But on the four-seam, 48 pitches, 417 batting average, 167 ISO. Good on the changeup as well. Looks like he got total base, or a extra base hit. So, important to look at that. Again, we're going to want to look at lefties, Jensen, Caglione, especially just because of how high their barrel percent is recently. Remember, we're filtering 26.7, really high number. Everyone else on their team, 6.7, which is 1 out of 15, so not a stat you want to go off of. 26 is probably like 3 or 4. Season barrel, you can also see Jensen and Caglione. I don't know how Caglione hasn't hit a homer yet this season. Wait, does he not? Hold on. That's actually crazy. Now, the weather's so bad that maybe this is something you kind of fade, but if you were to take something easily, either Caglione or Jensen, probably just whoever's best on the heater. So you could see Caglione barreled this ball, only went 296 for a triple. This one as well, but this was last season, so the cutoff is like here. A lot of singles, so if you take him for a single, wouldn't blame you at all. Also crushes the changeup too, though. So like, and they're both recent. So like, you filter them both. I mean, they were 5 days apart, and the 2 pitches that he put into play. Pretty low K and walk rate collectively. Well, walks kind of high, but low error average K rate. Carter Jensen, we could look at him as well. Four-seamer, he's been absolutely disgusting this season. Four-seamer and change, but again, the weather, I don't know. Kevin said we should fade, so we should probably, but I don't know. Jack and Jensen look really good. Caglione makes more contact, but when Jensen hits it, he hits it farther. That's what the batting average and ISO represent. Batting average is how often they hit, so he has a 30% chance to get a hit. Jensen has a 20% chance, but Jensen, when he gets that 20% chance, 371 ISO, which is just insane. Season hard hit rate, they also lead that as well. I mean, like on the season, how is Caglione not hit a homer yet? That's actually crazy. It's just fate at this point. Like, he will get one. It's just when. I think tonight could be. I mean, he's 10 of 33. He's the best hitter on their team. Against, I guess Isbell is technically, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's tonight against Montero at all. Four-seam change. Could also look team versus pitch mix. So you want to look at the Royals and see what they're getting just against the four-seam change knuckle curve. You can just see all of their barrel percents against that, so you can see Caglione and Jensen. It's really close between them. I'd probably take Caglione 6 of 16 with a 16.7 barrel rate, and recently with a barrel of 26.7 just against lefties in general. So really good stats to look at. You can also see Michael Garcia, Salvi Perez, 25% barrel, but he only has 4 plate appearances. Also, Montero is better versus righties with that sinker. You could look at Vinny P, 2 for 4 with a homer against him. Salvi, 3 of 5 against him, no Ks, which is very good. Let's look at team versus pitcher. Let's actually look at the Royals here. I want to see what happened on Salvi's hits. So he did get a sinker every time. Grounded the knuckle curve. Ground ball percent's a little high. Fly ball only went 215. Line drive 253. Got 3 singles against Montero, so you could take him for a single probably. Him and Caglione. Trying to think what else we could look at here. Montero, like, his hits allowed 4.5. Went over in both against the Royals. Let's go look at him here again. I want to see what the odds would be if we just took him for a single. Yeah, Salvi plus, I guess plus money on some books. I don't know if it's exactly worth it. Yeah. I think he probably gets it done. I mean, you can see 47% against him. Bro, I'm back, Michael. I'm back. Gary Sanchez, Jesus Sanchez. You're going for the Sanchez lay? Yeah, I don't know. I think for this game, I would take Caglione. I think he's easily the best hitter on the team. You can also look at bat speed, which could be a pretty important metric. Let's go check that quick. Team versus pitch mix. Just see what his bat speed has been. He has the highest bat speed, highest sweet spot percent, which is actually insane. Not the highest hard hit rate, but man, he should be. Like, this is a really weird circumstance. 6 of 16. See, look, 188 ISO is crazy. I can see why. Is Jose taking him today? I believe Jose's been taking him. Not today, it doesn't look like. Let's see if Narth... No, Narth is on Gary Sanchez. So I probably have to go look at... I have to go look at that Brewers game. A lot of you guys are probably mad that I haven't yet. So let's go do that. I'm just going through these early games because these games are starting soon. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Caglione... I'm going to favorite him for now. Let's see. Caglione. Also really good odds. Plus 600 on MGM. One of the most important things as well when you're doing this, all of this home run research, like, look at the odds discrepancy. Plus 600 on MGM, plus 417 on Underdog. Now Underdog is, like, notorious for having, like, the worst homer or, like, long shot odds. So just make sure you're getting good value because that is a huge, huge part of sports betting that not a lot of people care about for some reason or realize, but it's really important, so just don't get screwed. Don't get screwed. Aaron Judge, 46. Like, this guy's not real. Like, this guy is genuinely not real. Aaron Judge, 46.2% season barrel, as well as last 15. That is absolutely unbelievable. Like, that is not real. Like, this Aaron Judge guy is not real. Like, what? Oh my god. It's like a joke, like, looking at his stats. Like, this guy is unbelievable. But his odds, I mean, he's plus 200 at a homer. He's hit 4 in the past 4 games, so. Kurtz and DeLauder. I feel like Kurtz is still a trap. Is he actually hitting the ball recently? Ben Rice has actually been the best hitter on the Yankees to start the year. Obviously, can't beat Judge in terms of homers, but God, Judge has 7 homers. Like, what? Look at this. 455. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. I believe Jose actually took Trent Grisham. Which you can see why, right? Like, look at what he's allowing to lefties. Now, Grisham, let's see, his last year, yeah, I probably wouldn't take Grisham. Slider, 4-seam, sinker. He's just going off the best, I guess the best. You would think that, unless he has a good history, you would think that Ben Rice is actually probably the better pick here, just because he's a lefty, better lefty than Grisham this year. Where's Grisham? Yeah, way better. 273 ISO, better batting average, better every single stat. Lower walk rate, same K rate. Ben Rice has struggled versus lefties, though. Aaron Judge, 5 of 19, 3 homers versus lefties. It's like just not real. It's just not real, man. Yeah, so you can see a lot of the Yankees way better versus righties than lefties, and not really even close. You can see everything changes to red when I click versus left-handed pitchers. So I'd probably fade this. If you were to take anything, I guess take Judge. I never take like Ohtani, Judge, Schwarber. Like, a lot of the odds just aren't going to be worth it more often than not. So I would just be careful. Mike Trout, you just have to take, like, he's plus 475, and he almost has the same barrel percent as Judge recently. So I think you absolutely have to take Trout today. That is unbelievable. Against Fried, though, ooh. Against Fried, it makes it a little more challenging, but I mean, it's unbelievable, man. Wow, Trout, Adele. I just don't know how you don't take a guy who's hitting 37% barrel recently. Is he bad on the cutter? Is that why? I guess, yeah, he's not great on the cutter. Trout, we all know he just loves the heater. Or if you have Propfinder, you know he just loves the heater. And he does like batting against lefties. I assume there's history, actually, between them. No. Okay. D'Arnaud, 1 for 2. Lau, 0 of 3 against him. Very interesting. Fried, I don't know. I'd probably take Trout here. A lot of guys you could probably take, and I wouldn't blame you. Cutter, yeah, let's go to the team first pitch mix, see if we can get anything out of the Angels. Barrel percent, Mike Trout, 50% barrel and 7 ABs. 571 ISO, low K rate, low walk rate, or not low, but yeah, not low. I'm just lying. Filter in the changeup as well. 12 plate appearances, 4 of 10 with a homer, 42% barrel. Like, what? 57% fly ball as well. That's unbelievable. Yeah, Fried's a demon, but I feel like you just have to go off of this. Yeah, that's nasty. 29% barrel, but then when you make it a lefty, 42%. I mean, like, bro, this guy is still a dog. Get him off the Angels, man. Like, I feel bad for him. His career is just over. Implied odds of probably 20% as long as he hits a fly ball. I mean, that's pretty good for a plus 4. What was it? Plus 400 Yeah, plus 475 is crazy. He's hit back-to-back-to-back. He's absolutely killing the Yankees. Would love him on the Tigers. We need the bats for sure, bro. Also hit his total bases, 6 of the last 10, 5 of the last 5, 7 of the last 10 head-to-head. He's just seeing the ball real well lately, man. Man, look at the Angels this season versus lefties. Like, that's crazy. Like, who do they play, man? Joe Adell, 8 of 22, 2 homers. Pereza, 4 of 13, 2 homers. This could be a weak spot game as well, so you could just look pitcher weak spots, and you could see how Fried plays. Yeah, so Fried doesn't have any weak spots. Close to the second, which Mike Trout is batting second. Man, that's... Everything's lining up for Trout. I think you just have to take it here. Adele and Nito. Adele 13.3, Nito 12.5% barrel. But, I mean, all of them bat well versus lefties. Now, Fried, obviously a very, very, very good pitcher. Man, he doesn't give up much at all versus righties. Does give up more versus lefties. So if you were to pick between those... Yeah, I mean, that's probably why they're pitching him today, because he's really good versus righties. But you just can't ignore a guy who's hitting 37.5% barrel. You have to go off of recency. You can see season barrel. If I had to pick, I guess, Nito, it's really close, though. I'd probably pick Adele, even though he has slightly lower barrel. But see, like, Adele and Trout have the same odds. Actually, Adele has worse odds than Trout, and Trout has a 40% barrel, so 384 ISO. Yeah, I think you have to take Trout. Adele doesn't really strike out, 8 of 22, so that's probably why. That's definitely why. But it's really close, man, so I wouldn't blame you. What's up, Adam? How you doing, man? Full batter versus pitcher. It's not much there today. Bullpen usage as well. This is an important cheat sheet, especially to look at live. You just see like freshness rankings, who's actually fresh recently. Casey, really fresh. You could see Cubs bullpen is cooked. Houston's cooked. Pittsburgh's cooked. But really good cheat sheet to look at here. Reliever fatigue as well, just more in-depth. Bullpen usage, just kind of a spreadsheet of all of them. All of the closers, relievers. Yeah, really nice cheat sheet here. If you are betting live, really important to look at. You can kind of predict. Yeah, definitely check it out, Crude. I'm trying to show like all the different cheat sheets today. Let's see if there's any home run discrepancies. That would be interesting. Let's see here. Trout might be up there. 2.5 homers. Okay, let's calm down on 2.5 homers. Bryce Terang, I mean, pretty insane odds discrepancies. But I don't want 1.5 homers. I just want 1. Let's see, over 1 point or over 0.5. Duh. So yeah, some here. I mean, see, look at that. Look at the differences here between these. I mean, Kalshi, you can get him at plus 1,500. FanDuel's only plus 1,040. So always good to look. Obviously, there's not going to be much on homers usually, but look at the difference. I mean, that's ridiculous. Joey Bart for a stolen base, plus 3,500 on DK, plus 640 on FanDuel. So, trying to see if there's anything like that's actually possible. See, like Gilbert to get a walk, plus 290. Next best is plus 220. That's a really big discrepancy there. You could also click this. It'll filter by walks. So you can see now he's down to 216. But really important to check this right when odds drop. DK mainly might start using MGM. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I use whatever book gives me the best odds. Like, I don't really care If you're giving me the best odds, I'm gonna bet there. It's like a guy offers you an apple for $1, or a guy down the street offers you an apple for 25 cents. Which one are you picking? I mean, assuming they're the same exact apple, like why would you ever pick the first guy, right? So just something to keep in mind. Gary Sanchez, I could see why everyone's on him. 4 of 11 versus him as well. Wow, unbelievable. Gary Sanchez, 3 of 9, 2 homers. Jeez Louise. Cutter, 20% barrel. Change, not great. Slider, sinker, 13% barrel. Statcast actually doesn't look as good as I thought it was going to, but not bad by any means. Patrick Corbin really struggles versus righties. You can see that from last year. Even this season, struggles versus righties as well. Gary Sanchez doesn't look great, but then you look at last year when he had I guess he didn't really have a wider variance, but this season has only seen like 10 pitches. Has seen 17 four-seamers. So any four-seamer he's ever seen, doesn't matter if it's hittable or what, he's seen 17 of them. 2 of them have been homers. So just like unreal. 5 of 11 to hit a homer, plus 444. Also 4 of 11 versus him. So this is a good spot where you can look at team versus pitcher. So let's look at the Brewers, and more specifically Gary Sanchez versus him. You can see, look at the fly balls. Thought he had a homer. Am I blind? 4 of 11 with a homer. Homer must have been a while ago because it's not showing up here. But he does have a homer. All of these were from 25. But you could even see, just with this, line drive, single, got on base 3 of 5 times. The other times were fly balls, pretty deep hits as well. All ground balls from him, not something you're going to want to take. William Contreras, 2 of 6, doesn't look bad at all. But yeah, I mean, this 40% barrel, that's just what you're going off of. Like, that's a pretty insane number there. Jimenez as well. Wow, Jimenez been insane this season. Wow. Schneider, 37.5 barrel. Pretty insane there as well. No odds, so I guess he's not playing, but that's a shame because probably take him. Yeah, Gary Sanchez easily the best righty on the Brewers so far. And 4 of 11 versus him with a homer. Like, gotta take that. Three of 9, 2 homers is actually hilarious. Higher K rate than you'd like, but also a pretty low sample size. You can see last year was down at 28 and 5.3%. A lot of walks. So he's getting deep into counts. So he's seen a lot of pitches. William Contreras, probably the next best looking guy. Yeah, I would take Sanchez today. Oh, Schneider's in lineup? I don't know why he's not showing up then. Let's see, who do we take? Oh yeah, Stewart. How's that first game going? Let's take a look. Nothing so far. Top of the third. James Wood is up. James Wood. CJ Abrams got a single. His first AB. Not bad, not bad. James Wood struck out his first time up. Willie Adames also got a hit. Here's another guy we were looking at. Another single to the left. You like Trout against Fried? I do, bro. If you look at Trout's barrel rate, it's just like he's the hot hand right now, man. You just gotta, sometimes you just gotta take it. Season hard hit rate of 80% for William Contreras. That's insane. Hard hit is a ball hit above 95 miles an hour. So 80% of the time when he gets a hit, it's above 95 miles an hour. That's insane. Season EV, 98.6. It's crazy. It's craziness, man. Would just ground it out to second. LOL. Some of you were saying Jesus Sanchez, right? Oh yeah, Schneider. There we go. I just had to refresh. Sprout struggles versus lefties, so that's a little concerning. Like just from the perspective that we're looking at Schneider as a righty. You see last year didn't give up any homers, only pitched 20 innings combined last year. This year has given up 4 homers in 10 innings pitched. Really high fly ball rate as well, 40%, well above league average for pitchers. Yeah, so that's probably why a lot of you are on Sanchez, Jesus Sanchez, because he's a lefty there. Let's see how he's doing this season versus righties. Yeah, I mean, Schneider, 384 ISO. It's unbelievable. 3 for 13. High K rate, though. I'd probably take Jimenez, to be honest. Like, just looking... Let's see, sinker. How was he last year on the sinker? So this is also, just before I, skip past this, this is also a pitcher that has changed his arsenal. So you can see last year he threw changeup, four-seam, curve, sinker. Now it's sinker, cutter, changeup, so to lefties especially. But always something important to look at is, what they're actually throwing this year rather than last. Even though he was way better last year than this year, especially the lefties. You see, like, why is he, like, the sinker? He threw 24 pitches, 24 sinkers last year to lefties. This season, he's already thrown 47, and you can see it's transferring over. So he wasn't good last year, didn't have a good sinker last year, is not having a good sinker this year. Hasn't given up any extra base hits, but a 300 batting average, 442 WOBA is not ideal, that's for sure. Last season, pretty low whiff rate on the sinker as well, 16%. This year it's even lower, 11%. So if you see a guy who's really, really, really good on the sinker, that's someone you're going to want to take. Let's actually go look. Team versus pitcher. Philly, appreciate the sub. Let's go look at the Blue Jays. There's nothing, or first pitch mix, I mean. We already knew there was nothing there. Vladdy, again, we probably want to take a lefty, though, just because it looks a little better for lefties. ISO, see, I feel like I'm biased, so I think I would take Jimenez. Not great on the sinker about the change. Yeah, Jesus Sanchez, 6 of 12. Jimenez, 5 of 11. See, look at the sweet spot, though, 55%. Sweet spot just showing where they're getting good trajectory off the hit. Bat speed's really low, though, so that's probably why. Varsho, 0 of 12 against these pitches. High K rate. Really high bat speed, though. Low fly ball rate. What are Jimenez's odds for a homer? So you see it three this year already. Last year he only hit 9, and he started hot again. Started hot last year. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he hit a homer. $14 of 43, 3 homers. I mean, it's pretty insane. Wow, it's like all oppo. Or no, he's a lefty. I'm dumb. Sinker, curve. Don't really want to look at the curve. He's hitting a lot of fly balls recently. Fly ball and line drive. See, not a great hard hit. See, if we take the curve off, like if he can lay off the curve, he's got a good chance for plus 1120. Yo, what's up, Peanut? Bro, no cap. It's been busy, man. College has been really, really busy. Really, really busy, unfortunately. Should be back for a little bit until I mean, finals are ramping up, so you know, don't want to promise anything, but by probably May like 10th, I'll be back home and we'll be streaming every day. So about a month. And then it also gives more time for data, so like it's not the worst thing in the world. But I do think Jimenez, I mean, plus 1120 is kind of crazy. I feel like. Yeah, I'm good, man. Appreciate you. What year? I'm a junior. Junior. One more year left after this one. About time. See, now that doesn't look great. So it doesn't have a high... doesn't have a high rate there. Versus righties, he's just nasty. Just is nasty, man. Man, this sucks because these pitchers are not great, but the hitters have been really, really bad. Like, Gary Sanchez, easily the best on the Brewers. But you look over here, I mean, Schneider, like, he's been great. Like, obviously, 37.5 barrel rate. Let's see, yeah, he has been playing recently too, which is always good. But he just hasn't seen many pitches. He's hit one homer on one changeup, and that's been about it. See, last year was really good, of course. Saw a lot of heaters. 3 for 151 on heaters. But this pitcher is way better versus righties than lefties, so I think you'd rather take a lefty here. You could also see that last year on the sinker, he just gives up a lot. So then you want to go look at who's good on the sinker. I think it's just Jimenez. Like 1 of 3. Sanchez, I guess 2 of 5, but 100% sweet spot. .321, 250, 247. Look at when he sees the sinker. 321, 250, 247, 381, 268, 306. Like, I mean, he just hits it. He just crushes it. He just absolutely crushes it recently. I think you just have to take it. I don't think there's a guy I really love on the Blue Jays, but I think Jimenez for a long shot. You could also look at weak spot, see if this guy struggles. Versus a certain spot in the order. 3rd and 4th. Sanchez is 4th. Jimenez batting 7th. He gives up a C167. Not bad at all. Really low amount of innings, though. So really low sample size. Vlad, Sanchez, Clement are in the weak spots. I don't like Jimenez over Jesus and Varsho, but I think he's, given the odds, he's the better pick. Yeah, I don't really like Sanchez. Like, look at his recent barrel. 6.7, Varsho 6.7, Vlad 13, like a little better, but also Vlad's a righty. You want to bet on oh my god, I can't speak. Bet on lefties because that's just what this pitcher gives up a lot to. Also Jimenez, 326 batting average, 411, 605 slugging, and a 279 ISO. So even though he has a low barrel as well, he also had a really high weak spot on these certain pitches. So I mean, for plus 1120, I think the odds are definitely there for it. He also has the most homers. He has the most homers versus righties on his team. Like, that's crazy, man. So here's the homers so far. Let me put them in Nightbot. If you type exclamation mark props 2, all of these will come up. Jack, Trout, Sanchez, Jimenez. When is Springer back? I don't know. Hopefully soon, because he's on my fantasy team. Thank God Jake's back. Gotcha, bro. Still 0-0 in both the opening games. Also, day games are weird. Day games are real weird. If you do want to get these in, make sure you do it soon, because these games are starting soon. So, like, all these games are in warm-up. Tigers-Royals is delayed. So, note that as well. Caglione plus 625. I don't know if they're going to play in bad weather, but do note that. Let's see if he's updated anything. Yeah, it is orange. Delay likely, chance for a postponement. Decent amount of rain games, few short showers. Forgot what he said on this. Yeah. Yeah. Jack does look really good, but probably just a chance for a fade. I'm gonna take Jimenez and Sanchez on DK, and then Trout on BetMGM. This game already started with Sal Stewart. 50% profit boost. Come on now. What do you like about Sanchez today? Need I say more? 40% barrel? He's also down to plus 403. What was he? Oh, yeah, he is plus 403. Okay. For some reason, I thought his odds moved down. Bonus bet? I got a bonus bet? I got a $10 bonus bet on these guys. Bet. I'm going to take that. I don't know why I'm getting a bonus bet, but I'll definitely take it. Let me get my odds sheet out quick. I have a Excel sheet that shows me exactly how much to bet on a certain play to win a certain amount. I highly recommend you guys do it as well. So I just type in whatever the odds were, plus 1120. Actually, I don't think I went over 1,000, so plus 403, 372. Check it. Kurtzberger or Cal? Cal is kind of clumped into the Schwarber, Judge Ohtani, and I never really take him because the odds are never really worth it. Jordan Leisure really struggles versus lefties. Let's see if we can always start by looking at this barrel number. This is a most important number. So Caminero, because if a guy's not getting barrel, I mean, unless he's a long shot like Jimenez was, then it's really not worth taking. 13.3% barrel. This just shows like what he's doing in his last 15 plate appearances. Season hard hit rate could also be pretty informative as well. Nick Fortes plus 900 though. Highest ISO on his team. Very interesting. Probably just doesn't have very many plate appearances. Was he a thing last year? I guess he was. Season barrel 11 and 9 for Yandy Diaz and Caminero. They've pretty much fallen off. Jimenez, Andres Jimenez on the Blue Jays. I might have spelled it wrong. I don't know. I don't think I did. Jimenez. Yeah, I didn't spell it wrong. How long did it take me to make the sheet? I just put it into ChatGPT, said, give me a... I just said what I wanted, and give me code for a Google Sheet. And here, let me show you what it looks like. So I literally just have this. It goes like any odds, like minus 160, because that's like the lowest I've ever bet. All the way to plus, let's like 1,000. So like if I want to see what the odds are for a plus 653, then I click that, okay, and it shows me my unit size is $15. So it shows me how much to bet to win exactly that much amount. You can also see like exactly what it shows. If you want to change your unit size, you just change these numbers, I would assume. But yeah, really important to have. It took me like 2 seconds in ChatGPT. So yeah, I just use that, and I do it mainly because it just saves time on stream. So when I'm betting, like, I used to just like put, 10, change all the cents all around, because I'm really like particular on to make sure I'm getting exactly 1 unit or exactly 2 units, exactly 3 units, whatever. So it's just really important and it saves a lot of time on stream. Murakami, 33% barrel. It's going to be hard to pass up for sure. Let's see on the sinker as well. So versus lefties, I know Murakami is either really good versus lefties or righties. It is going to be righties. See, like, he's 1 for 13. Sure, that one is a homer, but 1 for 13 with a 61 K rate is not good. Versus righties, though, 9 for 43, 4 homers, 34% K rate, 30% walk rate. So, man, they do not like this dude, like pitching to this dude. 10 for 56, 5 homers is crazy. Been a crazy power hitter for us. I'm glad we managed to pick him up. Sox are so bad. God, we're terrible. I would just fade the Sox, hitting-wise at least. Pereira does look really good, but he's only 50% because he's only had 2 plate appearances, I would assume, or like, not many. Murakami, 33%. Season barrel, 33. Jeez. That's absurd. 33% barrel. Guess we do have to look what he's done versus lefties. Bro. Okay, so he has... Wow, sinker, he smashed for 430. Grounder, fly ball, he did barrel 389, 322. So it's not like he's bad, I guess, versus righties. Just not getting it far enough. Sinker, pretty good on. Versus righties and lefties. Sinker's like his top pitch. Unless we go 4-seam. Yeah. It's crazy. Sinker's nasty on. Yeah, recently, I mean, look at his distance on these hits. 389, 322, 349, 397, 273. It's pretty ridiculous. 12 of 30 here. He is a lefty. So, yeah, I mean, they're playing just at home, right? Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if Murakami got a hit out. 1 of 13, a little deceiving. Does struggle versus lefties more so than righties. Last year was really bad versus righties. Gave up a ton. This year it's been a little better. His changeup, sinker changeup. Oh my god! Like, is there a team versus pitch mix on this guy? Because this can be crazy. Are you concerned about Corbin not throwing the 4-seam as much? That's Gary's main success versus lefties for homers. No, it's the cutter. Also, Gary Sanchez is a righty. Wait, what? I'm confused. He, like, doesn't throw the 4-seam. Gary Sanchez is really good on the slider and the cutter. I don't know what you're talking about. Sinker change. Yeah, Murakami. I mean, he's only 1 of 3, 100% barrel. One homer, of course, due to dog. Can't really look at last year because there's no Murakami. Benintendi, 8 for 29. Is he even playing? Yeah. 0-4 this season. It's hard at the start of the season because you have to go off of last year, but you have to make sure your player's hot recently. Being hot recently is probably the most important factor, which Murakami definitely is. If I were to take anyone, it'd be him. Wind is blowing out for lefties, too. What are his odds? Plus 414? Probably take that. Man, last year he was so bad versus righties. Sinker, change, curve, slider. Sinker was good. But, man. But Murakami likes the sinker. Boy, does he like the sinker. Okay, Jordan Leisure. Giving up a lot versus lefties. If you're giving up a homer to each side. Let's see what he's done recently. Just on the slider. Slider, four-seam to... Or four-seam last year. Okay, yeah. Four-seam slider is pretty much a split to lefties. Also four-seam slider. So this is definitely a guy you're going to want to look at. Team versus pitch mix, you're just going to want to look at the Rays and how they play, or who's best on the four-seam slider. Yandy Diaz, for sure. Chandler Simpson's been a dog recently. His highest average on his team on these pitches. Apart from Fortes. Fortes 5 of 10 though. Chandler 8 of 22 is insane. Yeah, Tizzo, I'm saying, right? Like, this year's only been able to hit off the boards. Last year didn't really hit a homer off the main pitches. Yeah, it's really small sample size. Also, a cutter is very similar to a heater, so it's like. Oh my god, wait. Holy Diaz. Holy Yandy Diaz. Wait, he's my favorite of the day. Holy cow. 520. What? Wait. Even last year, he's been nasty. Like, what? Wait, what am I missing here? I'm not missing anything. He's hitting a homer. He's a righty? Is he a righty poking everything oppo? This guy's weird. Why does this guy hit everything oppo? This guy's actually so weird. Has he, Matthew? I don't know. I've just watched a video like up and comers, like him, Sal Stewart, Otto Lopez, some up and coming, like not rookies, but. Just up and coming players. Diaz looks insane. He's 24 of 65 this year with 3 homers. 2 of them came against righties. 18 of 47 versus righties. When getting the slider four seam, I mean, he's hitting pretty well. Look at his bat speed recently as well. Hit a 383 triple. 363 home run off of Mizorowski. And look how much data there is as well. First pitch he saw off of McGreevy was that was a flyout 392. What the heck? It's probably like what this 392. Oh my god, it was one of these. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Jimenez is on the Blue Jays, bro. I just don't like the oppo. Like, he hits everything oppo. So, it's just, does he have the power to hit it that far? Debatable, maybe. Like, if he could pull the ball, he might be one of the best hitters in baseball. But like, look at these stats when he's hitting oppo. Like, those are insane stats. Even last year, same thing. On the four seam, really, really good. Slider, really, really good. Even this year, four seam and sliders hit a homer. So 2 against the Brewers, 1 against the Yankees. Surely he gets 1 against the Sox. I mean, it's the Sox. We're terrible. Thoughts on Merrill? We'll look. Yeah, and he's not usually a power hitter, even though he's strong. Well, yeah, he's not a power hitter because he's hitting everything oppo. I don't know why. Like, if he can just pull everything, I know that's usually just, like, a bad habit that players get into. Like, I was always really heavy on pulling the ball when I played baseball. And I would pull it so much where it would just go foul a ton. Like, bro, I probably hit so many, like, 3 balls in my career that were probably foul balls that were homers, but they were foul balls. You gotta take Yandy here. I mean, he's easily the best. 7 for 20, 350 average. 37% fly ball rate as well, highest on his team. Against the pitcher is just not great. Oh, is this a bullpen game for us? Oh, it's a bullpen game for us. Okay, hold on. That's a fade. 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 It's really something you should always check before getting screwed on is making sure like they have normal lines. Like Jordan Leisure didn't even have an outline. So I guess a bullpen game for us. Nice discrepancies in Andre and Yandy also. Yeah, true. Plus 520. It's like 50 better. Langoliers hit 16. Not big on homer props. You should be, bro. Homers are fun. The one lay I've posted this year, we went 2 of 3. That's crazy, man. Man, this is a good spot to be in, too. That's really annoying. Do you know who's supposed to pitch after? I don't know. I don't really want to take up time looking for it. If someone knows who's starting for the Sox after Leisure, just let me know. Yeah, Shea looks nasty. I can see why you're taking his HRR. Anything over 400 for a Woba is just absurd. Jack Leader, let's make sure he has a normal outline. He does. God, Kurtz. Why can't Kurtz get back? Kurtz, get back to what you're supposed to be, bro. Let's look at Leader, what he throws. Changeup 4-seam to lefties. That's what you like right there. Changeup 4-seam to lefties. Yeah, so Kurtz is just not good anymore. He forgot how to hit baseballs. So, just literally have to fade him. She has six homers. Rather bet on MLB over NBA and NFL easily. Not for NBA. NBA is easily my favorite. What are games today? Hornets, Magic, Wizards, Suns, or Warriors, not Wizards. Anthony K for the White Sox after Leisure opens. Is it a bullpen game? Like, who is Anthony K, bro? I'm a Sox fan. I don't even know who Anthony K is. Like, is this guy actually going to pitch? Anthony K. Is he a starter? I guess he is a starter. Four-seam slider. Same thing? Oh, my God. Wait, so Diaz... Hold on. Diaz, we're back. We're back with Diaz. Four-seam slider, change. Wait, four-seam slider, where's change? Change he's not great on. Give me Diaz, bro. Give me Diaz. Give me Diaz. Give me Diaz. Oh, dang, Peanut. Oh, it's tomorrow. That makes sense. I was going to say there's got to be a break. Gotta let these guys rest. They just played. Yeah, give me Diaz. I do like Diaz. Murakami and Diaz from that game. I mean, this game's just rough, man. Like, season hard hit rate. Kurtz is still leading there. Kurtz has the highest barrel. Wow. Just getting a little unlucky, I guess. Hit a homer off of leader already. Langlear's 2 of 8 with a homer. Kurtz with a homer. Soderstrom with a homer. All guys I was looking at. You can see Kurtz, look at the fall off, man. 27 homers, 336 average, 175 average, 7 of 40. He does have a homer this year. I didn't even know that, actually. Hit one against the Mets, apparently. Gotta wait for him to stay hot, though. I mean, he was the best hitter in baseball last year. I guess teams just figured out how they want to attack him. He'll get back into a groove. He's such a talented hitter. You just would imagine he gets back. This is a rough one, though. You definitely see he gives up more versus lefties, though, even last year. 3.38 HR per 9 this season. 5.1 innings pitched to lefties. Cortez, Soderstrom, Kurtz, all at the top. Picking between them, I mean, I don't know. One of them go. Probably not Kurtz. Wow, Kurtz actually has a 28 barrels. That's this year? Wow. Maybe it is Kurtz. 28.6 barrel on the changeup and four-seam this season. Wow. Jeez, look at this. Holy. 492? Doesn't even fit on the sheet hardly. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I don't know here. I mean, Kurtz, I guess he could go. I don't love it. Just with how he's been this season. But I guess I could see it. Man, double right there. He's just done, like, nothing this year. But look at his barrel balls recently. Like, he's actually getting some good contact. I guess this isn't recent, though. This is like 2 weeks ago. How's he hitting versus righties recently? Did hit a homer. She's still getting, like, good hits. He's actually getting good contact. Fork ball versus Senga. 40% fly ball, 60. Yeah, I mean, he's still a good hitter. Still a good hitter. He's just not getting hits to fall. Wow, that's annoying. I'd probably take Kurtz out of this mix, honestly. I mean, this barrel percent you just can't pass up. Four-seam change, 1 of 11, 14 plate appearances. Pretty low-ish walk rate. High sweet spot recently. High bat speed, highest on his team. Lowest fly ball, though. Only 14% fly ball. Took Langoliers. The only reason I wouldn't is just because he's a righty. This pitcher struggles with lefties more. You'd also see batter versus pitcher. I mean, 2 of 8 with a homer versus 2 of 3 with a homer. Did strike out once, walked twice. Gives up a lot on his change. Not so much on the four-seamer. Man, Kurtz just has to get back, man. I'm going to fall into the trap and bet Kurtz. I think you just have to. Like, the data still looks good on it, so. Andrew McCutchen, 27.5% barrel is crazy. See if we can find anything here. Jacob Lopez. Wow, four-seam cutter slider to righties. Let's see, what does he give up? He does give up more to, yeah, way more to righties, especially last year. This year, it's actually kind of close. Only pitched 3 innings, gave up a homer, but seems to struggle versus righties more. I know a lot of you guys were on Berger. 10% barrel recently to righties from Berger. (13 of 53, 4 homers. Peraza just homered? Who's Peraza? Who? Oh, wasn't he in weak spot? Oh, Trout flew out. 234. Got contact, at least. 4-pitch walk to Joe Adele. Was Peraza in the weak spot? Let's look at the team versus pitch mix. Let's look at the Rangers. Rangers versus the pitch mix here. 40% barrel for Andrew McCutchen. Only 8 plate appearances, but man, gotta like that. He is batting 7th in the order. You know, those guys usually get 1 less plate appearance. Bases loaded, and James Wood just struck out again. Not sure if he was in a weak spot. We can look. Oh yeah, Max Fried didn't have any weak spots. Let's see, what did he give up to the... Was he batting 4th? 104? They must have liked something. Oh yeah, did he get a change? Let's see what he got. Fastball right down the middle. Oh my god. Yeah, not good on the heater, but when you get it right down the middle, I mean, that's just happens. Berger, 5 of 18 with a homer. See, like, no barrel recently. Nimmo, no barrel. Haggerty, no. Langford, no. Yeah, McCutchen actually looks the best, funny enough. Jeffrey Springs, 482. This was a field out? Or not 482, sorry. 408. Flyout is crazy. Hit a homer off of Luzardo. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't love anything here. Like, McCutchen, really high barrel, but not many plate appearances. I'd probably just take Kurtz and move on. Baltimore, Cleveland versus righties could be interesting. David Fry, highest barrel, really low batting average, but barrel obviously means more. Shane Baz, I don't know if I would take a homer off of him. Cutter, four-seam, knuckle curve. When a guy mixes in a knuckle curve, you don't really like taking that. Or I personally don't. especially when he throws it 25% of the time. No one knows how to hit a knuckle curve. That's the problem. Like, it's impossible. Parker Messick also doesn't give up, like, any homers. Yeah, this guy's a nasty pitcher. Yeah, I would fade this game, honestly. Wind blowing right to left. I would just fade it. Wind blowing straight out. Oh, this is a roof, though. You like DeLauder? Really? I'm surprised. I see the pitchers, and I just fade it immediately. I mean, you could like DeLauder based off the ISO. Hard hit, Valera. But look, he never gives up homers versus lefties. Shane Baz. DeLauder, Guardians. Yeah, not much there. Team versus pitch mix. You can look at Guardians again. Let's see. Wow. David Fry, only 3 at-bats, though. I just don't like the knuckle curve. Like, when he's throwing a knuckle curve 40% of the time, just don't. I don't think I could stomach taking that. Bo Naylor, though, 40% barrel. Really high bat speed as well. Schneeman. Just don't like the knuckle curve. Like, you look at four seam, sure. But see, look how it's the same. Like, you're just not getting any data off of the four seam. I don't know. I would personally fade it. Judge homer? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Said no one ever. Wow. Grounded fielder's choice to short. What just happened? Do those even count as RBIs? Yeah, Garcia only gets 1 RBI for that. 3 people scored. Gunnar Henderson has a really high barrel. I know a lot of people have been on him recently. I don't think he gets it done today, personally. Wow, he has been nasty versus lefties, though. 6.7 barrel. Yeah, I would not take that. I'm fading this game. I also have to go. I have to go pretty soon, so I want to make sure we cover these last few games here, and then we get a top 3. Let's actually start a poll. Let me know what your favorite that we have so far is. We'll do like a 3-leg. Kind of sucks that these games started so early. When is this? Oh, this game already started too? Dang, man. Schneider flew out to right, 196. Gary Sanchez is due up next. I guess we'll just do Sox game. Let's see, Murakami. Diaz. Actually, Diaz is low-key probably my favorite. Diaz, Murakami, Kurtz. We'll put Jimenez on it. Screw it, we'll put Jimenez on it. May want to lock in Diaz now, I agree. I'm going to do that. Diaz, Murakami, Kurtz. I think those are my 3 favorites right now. Let me pull up my odds sheet so I can get this all sorted out. I'll show you guys, if you have like a similar unit size to me as well, you could look here. 520, 414, 399. So you just type in 520, 520, 399, and what was it, 414. Bang, it'll tell you exactly how much. I always play homers to win 1 unit. Mundaka Murakami, my goat. He's down to 400 now. Diaz is plus 450, so he's also down. And then Kurtz is probably down as well. 385. Okay, so we need to redo all these. 385. Forget what the other ones were. 385 is Kurtz. 400, 450. So that makes the math pretty easy, but... So I'm putting 390 on Kurtz. Diaz, 450, 333. And then Murakami, 375. So that's just how I personally like doing all these slips. Makes it really, really easy. And it saves time on stream. No, Luis Garcia hit a infield. He got like an infield error, and there were a ton of throwing errors. It was like Little League. Take care, Crude. Appreciate you for joining, bro. Juan Meja. Why does this guy have no odds? Is this guy not playing either? I think it's another opener situation. That would make sense, because he has no odds. Do you know who's gonna start next? While you tell me, I'll overlook this game, or this side. Ryan Weiss, interesting. Kind of seems like a bullpen guy coming out to open this one. Let's see what he throws quickly. 0 for 8, or no, 0 for 2 8 pitches. Four-seam change. I mean, yeah. Yeah, this is the stuff you like here. Not sure how long he's gonna go, but these are definitely the pitches you're gonna want to look at. Sweet spot: Runfield, Castro, Troy Johnson. Rumfield easily looks like the best hitter here. Probably take him. Doesn't really... Yeah, I guess he does have a barrel, 18%. What are his odds? Probably pretty high. Plus 680. 2 of 2 with a triple in 3 pitches against Ryan Weiss as well. Very interesting. %, barrel. What are his odds? Plus 680. 53% barrel, 66.7 hard hit. Yeah, this is a guy I would definitely consider taking. Kills the four-seamer. His main pitch is the four-seamer. I think he's actually the best looking player on the team here, to be honest. What are his odds? Where are they the best? Let's see. TJ Rumfield plus 680 on DK. I'm going to take him. Still plus 680. 680. Let's see what I need. 221. Chase Dollinger, appreciate you, no cap. Dollinger, let's look. Oh yeah, I remember him from last season. Okay, bet. So he'll probably come out in the second inning, or whenever they won, I guess. Four-seam sink, slide. Nothing amazing. We could look who hits him well. Shoot, I forgot who they're playing. Astros, that's right. Astros, let's see. No insane batter versus pitcher history. Christian Walker seems to hit him pretty well. Cam Smith knocks him around a little bit. Carlos Correa also. Let's see, team versus pitch mix. Let's check the Astros. Jose Altuve, high barrel on the... Don't really like looking at the sweeper, though, to be honest. Oh, wait, we need Donder. That's why. Four-seam sinker. Slide change. Cam Smith, Christian Walker, Carlos Correa. Look at these barrels, though. Tramel Alvarez, 27% barrel. Tramel probably won't play, I would guess. He only has 4 plate appearances. Rafido. Not great there. Yeah, these guys like probably don't play. So we spot Carlos Correa. Let's walk. Let's see. Carlos Correa go, jeez. Gonna add these just so we can see. Cam Smith. Yeah, Cam Smith, 25% barrel is crazy. Cam Smith's probably the best. Jordan, maybe. Yeah, Cam Smith, you can just see. Cam Smith and Jordan, both close here. He does throw the sweeper to lefties. I'd probably... Or no, sorry. I keep looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, versus righties he gives up more. Lefties, it was lefties last year. So let's just see what he throws. Or what he gives up. Man, to lefties he throws that four-seam a ton. Probably won't throw it much versus Alvarez if I had to guess. It's close between Alvarez and Cam Smith. Wow, it's really close. Could even just come down to the field. Alvarez on that four-seam sweep. Let's match this, take off the slider. So a little, yeah, it is better versus righties. It's really close. I think just off of pure barrel, I'm gonna go for Cam Smith. But it's really close, really close. 40% though, or do we just take both? Do we just say screw it and take both? See, he did have some on the slider though. So he's really good on the slider. He's not gonna get that though. Oh my god. Was it changing that whole time? No, we're good. Four-seam sinker, slider. Yeah, I'm going to take Cam Smith. I think it's close, but I think Cam Smith's a little better. I'm going to take that. So basically what I'm trying to say is Alvarez is homer. Okay, 231. Yeah, so I think some good long shots today, honestly. Rumfield, Cam Smith, Jimenez. Jimenez dropped. Look at that drop. Oh my god. He just dropped down to 850. We got him at plus 1,000. Plus 1,120 or something. That's pretty good. Pretty good right there. Is he really no longer on DK? Oh, it's because the game already started. Duh. Gary Sanchez got a single, 197 to left. Jimenez is about to come up, so we'll see what he does. Wow, Ramon Laureano. Wow, a lot of these guys have been really good. In play, no out. What did he just do? It's not a homer. I think Jimenez just got a single. Like a grounder single, probably. Double. My god. Double grounded to right. Crazy work. So, Jimenez hit his bases already, if you took that. He looked like the best hitter on the team, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Luke Riley, 20% barrel. Oh, Ramon Laureano has a homer on him. Does struggle more versus lefties, like, pretty significantly. Luis Castillo, let's see. Laureano, 1 of 2 with a homer on him. I mean, Laureano seems like the easy pick here. Oh, wait, are they in... No, they're home versus Seattle. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind Laureano at all here. Does get the slider a decent bit. Slider, sinker. He's bad on the slider. He's really bad on the slider. But still, 20% barrel. 20% barrel ain't bad. .378, 393, 325, 235, 321, 330. So how far are these fences? Yeah, I mean, right in this range is what you would hope for. Ozuna homer 423. Holy crap! What was this, a grand slam 3-run homer? Whew. Absolutely crushed that. Holy cow. Yeah, I think Laureano. Let's actually check Ozuna. See how he looked. See, yeah, I mean he was next up. Next up in terms of barrel, in terms of season EV, season hard hit. I guess not next up in hard hit, but it was close. Next up in terms of barrel, though. Not surprised that he went. First homer this season, actually. He was plus 550. It's not bad at all. So wait, what did he throw? Foster Griffin threw cutter, four seam. Yeah, really good on the. Did he get a four seam? I would imagine. Or a cutter, or let's see. Yeah, he got a cutter. Yeah, I mean 375 ISO on the cutter last year, so doesn't surprise me. You look at Moniak, I think Rumfield looks the best on the Rockies. Moniak hasn't really been getting barrel recently, and I think Rumfield hits these pitches really well. So, like, look at the four seam. I mean, it's ridiculous. Four seam change looks really good. Barrel looks really good on the four seam. I assume Moniak does too, but jeez, Moniak had 2 homers this game. Yikes. Yeah, I think Laureano's the easy bet for this game. Plus 450. Gavin Sheets. 1.2. He is a righty, so he's actually not giving up much. Let's look at team versus pitch mix, see if we can find anything here. Yeah, Ramon, like, without the slider, though. Yeah, look just on the four seam here. Machado, Bogarts, Laureano, Tatis, all of those guys can go. Sheets, Merrill, Cronenworth. I wouldn't be surprised. Sheets probably the best. Even though he's 1 of 18, he's still getting 20% barrel. So out of this, he's got 2 pretty deep fly balls. Or more than 2. 4. 4 of 24. So actually a little better with the slider in terms of batting average. Sees it a little better, just doesn't hit it as far. Tatis, really high EV. Laureano 14.8% barrel, 59 hard hit, 83 hard hit for Tatis. Wow. Jeez. Just putting it in the ground, I guess, a lot. Wow, I can't believe Castillo hasn't given up a homer to righties, righty yet this year. Look at the batting. Like, he gives up so much more. Just, they're all singles, I guess. It's really weird. I think Laureano is the best. And Duhar, if he plays, I mean, maybe. Not good on the heater, though. So, yeah, I wouldn't take that. Laureano. Yeah, I think Laureano's the best. Gavin cheats again, but he's a right or a lefty. You want to take a righty in this spot. Ty France, maybe. Probably won't play, though. Laureano, you know he's playing. Are there any weak spots for this game? 5th, 7th, 8th. Castellanos. Laureano should bat 5th, actually. 7th, Cronenworth. Yeah, I do like Laureano today. Ozuna did go, bro. Why do you want a righty and not a lefty? Because Castillo gives up more, like, batting average versus righties. So even though, like, look, he's given up 1 homer versus lefty this year, but he's also pitched more innings. He's giving up a higher hard hit to righties. I guess a lower fly ball percent by quite a bit, but if you look... Actually, let's look at last year. Yeah, see, last year, like, pretty much the same fly ball. Actually, more home runs per fly ball, so more of the time when it's in the air, it's going to be a home run to a righty rather than a lefty. And then you also look at what he's given up to righties this year. It's just insane. He's given up, like, a 444 batting average on the four-seam, 500 on the slider, 500 on the sinker to lefties. It is not nearly that much. This is only high because he's given up the homer, but, I mean, one's going to come eventually. Like, with these stats, it's ridiculous. So, and I think Laureano's the best righty to do it. Like, Bogarts, maybe. Bogarts is pretty good on the heater. Sinker. Bogarts could. What are his odds? Plus 880? Wow. Ooh, Bogarts actually looks better. 53 ground ball rate, though, isn't amazing. What was Laureano? Yeah, higher hard hit, higher pull. No, he's not, actually. Hold on. Yeah, I think Bogarts is actually, like, for the odds as well. Maybe a little better barrel-wise, but not season-wise. Bogarts 13. It's really close between Laureano and Bogarts. I wouldn't blame you for taking either. Looks like Diaz is going to win the pool. Let me end this and make a new one. So Diaz will be our first leg. Let's see what you guys like for the second leg. Second leg we'll do Smith, Bogarts, Rumfield. All these games like already started. Can't do Murakami. Caminero flew out to center, 347. Blue Jays won 1-0. Jimenez scored. Attaboy. We'll just do Kurtz. Okay, let me know your favorite out of those. And I'll go ahead and favorite Bogarts as well. Plus 880 on DK, 775, plus 452. So you're getting like double odds on DK rather than underdog, rather than using underdog, which is actually insane. Let me do 880. I don't think I bet on Cam Smith yet at plus 650, unless I... No, I might have actually. Yeah, Watcher, I do. I do when I have more time. Chop, we're almost done with stream. We've gone through all the games. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Diaz is playing already. He's still plus 450. Hold on. Wait, he didn't bat yet, right? Okay, he's due up next. Okay, I'm gonna make an audible. We're gonna do Diaz, Cam Smith, and I want to say Rumfield. God, Rumfield does look really good. Diaz, Cam Smith. No cap. Give me your favorite. Give me your favorite out of these. I'll let you decide. I don't really want to go Kurtz. I feel like it's just Rumfield. Or Bogarts. I'd be fine with either of those. Oh, man. I don't know. It's close. Laureano. I think Bogarts I like over Laureano. But it is close. Okay, so I bet on Smith, bet on Rumfield. Bet on Muntaka, Kurtz, Diaz. Okay. I think I already bet on everyone. Just need Bogarts now. Let me see. 70. Bogarts is supposed to up to plus 970. Wow. Diaz odds just went down. Come on, bro. Bogarts 970. 155. Fine with Bogarts? Alright, bet. Alright, we're gonna run Bogarts, Diaz. Make sure you get this in quick if you want to tail, because it's literally about to happen. Bogarts, Diaz. Sox are probably, like, getting out as we speak. Bottom 1, 2 out, so Diaz is coming up very, very soon. I'm running Bogarts, Diaz, and Rumfield. %20 boost, don't mind if I do. So I'm going to play that, and then I'm also going to play it as a round robin. Wait, you can't round robin? Why not? Is it because Diaz is already playing? Or wait, you can? Wait, what? You're confusing me, no cap. You're confusing me. No, you can. You can. Okay, I put them in. All the bets should refresh on my Picket. If you want to tail very quickly, go to Picket. If you have the app, it just like tracks all your bets, and you can tail from there. Nah, you're good, no cap. If you're new, make sure you're following on Twitter. Join us on Discord. I have a meeting in 10 minutes, so if you have any questions, let me know ASAP. Because I'll be having to go soon. Click Diaz from Astros by mistake. Yeah, be careful. Yandy Diaz. Wait. Yandy Diaz, yeah. On the Rays. Okay, all of those bets are in for me now. So if you're on Picket, you can tail that there. Sorry for the lack of streams recently. It's been crazy with school. This summer though, you know, I'll be, unless like I say otherwise, I should be home pretty much all summer. streaming for you guys. So get ready for that. Get ready for more tutorials as well. I know I said they'd be out a long time ago. I can't promise anything right now just because how terrible it's been recently. But I will have those out as soon as possible, I promise. On homers, total bases, HRRs, like all of it. I'll have it all out and showing you guys the best way as soon as I can. So appreciate you guys for joining the stream. Doesn't look like there's any questions, so I'm going to take off. And I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow. So later, hopefully Diaz. Actually, let's see if Diaz hits a homer quick. That would be kind of electric. On-field delay. Wait, did they actually just delay the game? Is it raining? You have a question, No Cap? Let me know. Let me know. I'll be here for a bit. Space. Live streams. Let me add to the live stream thing. What we buying when this parlay hits, bro? Let's see. What can I buy with like 2 bands? Low key, a new parlay. Put 2 bands on Judge Homer the next day. Yep, 100%, No Cap. Appreciate you, bro. Hope to see you more often. Missed you guys, so it's good to be back. But I'm going to take off here. Let me add all the props before I do quick. Jimenez was our last one. Sorry, I didn't really add anything. Murakami. Diaz, make sure you do Yandy Diaz. Kurtz. Rumfield. He is 2-2 right now. Cam Smith. Bogarts. Okay, everything is updated. I'm going to type !props 2 so you guys can bet everything there. Or just see what we're betting. Twitter, Discord's all in chat. I have the video pinned, so make sure you check that out if you're confused on how to join our Discord. Yandy Diaz in a full count. Come on, Diaz. Come on, Diaz. Take us home. Let's see, what has Diaz done? Grounded out softly to the pitcher. That's not ideal. Alright, I gotta go. Hopefully he hits a homer soon. We'll see. Appreciate you guys for joining, and I will catch you in the next one.